We just spent 10 days going on a trip to Houston, where we took a cruise to Mexico and Honduras and then back. In this video, we'll only focus on everything we did in Houston and surrounding. We saw some of their hottest attractions for the limited time that we were there, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this great adventure with us. We kicked off the day with lunch at a cowboy-style restaurant called King Ranch. I absolutely love the design on the inside of this, with lots of Texas-style type of decoration hanging on the side. The meal starts strong with some fresh bread, bisque, and some chips. Then I got this nice platter of chicken and sausage with some macaronis. My brother had a similar platter, except that it's with ribs and briskets. My mom got this nice juicy steak, and my dad ordered a medium rare prime rib, although it looked more rare than medium. But we still enjoyed the food. We then head towards our first attraction in Houston, which is a water wall.
Wow, this is literally a big water wall, as the name describes it. What do you think, Ernest? Pretty dope. It's quite chilly when the wind is blowing. You can feel the wind from the water directly as well. So the water actually comes all the way around here too from the back. So if you want to get a nice picture, you can also get one from the back over here.
While we were visiting the water wall, we received a notification from our hotel that our room is ready to check in. So it's time to leave and check it out.
这边没有。
哦。哦。
We then made our way towards the Waugh Bridge bat colony. Every night, over 250,000 of these bats take off from this bridge, one of the largest urban bat colonies in Texas. Together, they eat up to 3 tons of insects, acting as natural pest control. But they're not alone. Hawks and owls often swoop in to eat some of these bats as well. We did spot a few, unfortunately I didn't get to film it.
You can see there's so many people here lining up to see all the bats flying away. Like over there, that's a lot of them. So we're coming below the bridge to see what it kind of looks like from here. You can see there's even some caution signs as you stand back during the flight. They supposedly live all up here somewhere. Yeah. 哦，听得到哎。啊？可以从这里听得到他们的。你听得到吗？哦，还有一种味道嘛。Yeah, it kind of smells. 他们都住在这个洞里面的。They all live in the little holes. I can hear them from here. What? Whoa, that's so dope.
The next day, we said goodbye to Houston and made our way to Galveston, our departure point for the cruise. Since this video is all about Houston and the surrounding areas, you'll catch the shipboarding experience in the next one. But before we set sail, we had some time to explore Galveston. One thing that really stood out to me during the drive is the sheer number of lawyer billboards. Turns out, Texas is home to one of the largest lawyer populations in the country. After an incredible 8-day cruise, we returned to Galveston ready for the next adventure. We picked up a rental car and headed straight to our hotel to drop off our luggage. Then, we made our way to NASA Space Center, where we planned to spend most of our day.
So we arrived to the Space Center Houston, and that's a Boeing 747 carrying a spaceship. Wow, just got in. This is incredible. Lots of things to visit, lots of activities.
Space Center Houston is designed with a range of indoor exhibits that you can explore at your own pace. Going through the displays and reading the information will probably take you less than an hour to complete. The real highlight is the tram tours. These take you outside the main center to explore NASA's operational areas, where the experience truly comes alive. We had our 1:20 p.m. tour to the historic Mission Control Center reserved online ahead of time. As soon as we arrived, we grabbed tickets to the other tours before they filled up. With time to spare, we explored the main center and took in all the exhibits before heading out on the tours.
So this is the sleep station, and then the toilet. This gives us the illusion of that we're in space, like we're in the shuttle itself.
We then watched a 15-minute immersive theater film narrated by Tom Hanks, which dives into the history and motivation behind landing the first man on the moon. Honestly, I expected a fully immersive room experience, but instead we were seated in a traditional theater with occasional projections on the side of the walls to enhance the visuals. Turns out the fully immersive experience of this movie was actually in Kennedy Center in DC, not Houston. Still, we quite enjoyed the experience because it brought us back into perspective of what us humans could actually achieve. It's quite impressive that one day we said we wanted to be on the moon and we were actually able to achieve that.
So it's 1:10, we're heading towards the tram tour.
We hop on the tram headed for the historic Mission Control Center. Along the way, we spotted some unexpected local workers, wildlife roaming around the area. After a short ride, we finally arrived at the iconic control center.
So this is the original seating area where people sat, families of NASA or like celebrities, famous people, they sat here to watch the mission control area here. Everything here is original and stayed in place. And the seat here was sat by Queen Elizabeth II, and that phone booth, I think one of these ones here, were used by Elvis Presley. So these are the phone booths that they used, and these are original as well.
We then sat through a 14-minute recording of the original screen displays from July 1969, the day of the first moon landing. It was an incredible way to step back in time and experience exactly what they saw during that historic moment. After the presentation, we had about 4 minutes to take photos before heading back to the tram. After this tour, we returned to the main center to board our next tram, the NASA campus tour. This one was my least favorite. We stayed on the tram the entire time, just listening to the guide, and it was hard to hear anything clearly over the microphone. Unfortunately, that made the experience feel a bit underwhelming and not the best use of our time. The good news, however, is that the tour made us stop at a location that was meant for a different tram route, so we essentially got 2 tours in one. This stop featured the massive Saturn V Rocket on display, along with several smaller rockets.
It's pretty nice. So that's the little Joe 2, and I'll to get closer to see what that one is. So this one here is the Mercury Redstone, where it put the first Americans in space. This one is insanely huge, wow. I'm trying to find some information about it. I can't see it anywhere yet. Wow, I can see just how long it goes all around. But we have lots of history already written here as well. We're just a bit running out of time, so we don't really have the time to read all of this thoroughly. So I think here is a better explanation. So piece 1, piece 2, and piece 3, that's how that works. They would split a little bit at a time, and until we have like that last little capsule left that would land on the moon. So this is one part, and then another part is right there. But then we have the third piece over here, and then I think the final piece over there as well. Let's see what's up here. Oh wow, it's just an empty hole. Oh, this is last thrusters, I think, over here. Wow. And that's the final capsule piece that lands on the moon.
After spending some time admiring this rocket, it's time to return back to the main center. Little did we know, we'd be dropped off right beneath NASA 905 and the Space Shuttle Independence. We started from the top and visited our way down.
So this is the Independence Space Shuttle. About to enter it from here. Whoa.
Oh, you can really see. Look to your right. This is not. This part here.
This is the cockpit. So you can see the cockpit is very similar to a plane. You have the altimeter and stuff over there. Bunch of buttons. And that's the Canada arm right there. Oh wow. So in here we can see there's suits and stuff. We're not allowed to get inside, but they have a bunch of stuff stored in the back. Oh wow, we have the big spacesuit here. So this is the airlock actually. So they would go in here before going out to space. In and out of space. There's a lot of stuff over here too, but yeah, I mean, we already seen this from upstairs. Just me and the space shuttle. Wow. All right, coming down here, we're entering the 747.
Returning the shuttle to its home base. His name was John Kuiper. John Kuiper
Have some nice original chairs here. Oh, so they were testing it with drones?
After exploring the plane, we re-entered the main center and ventured into a different section, where we encountered some incredible exhibits, including America's first
Wow.
space station.
Wow. Oh yes, command module. Command module's in the back over there. Oh, we have different rooms over here. 好小一个，好可爱哦。
这样子也可以洗澡哎。
Wow.
然后这上面是什么？
The sleep compartment over here.
的地方。
Some chair over here. A shower over here.
睡觉。
We took some time to look around before boarding the tram for the final tour, the Astronaut Training Facility. Although we could only view it from a long observation hallway, it was still fascinating to see. Afterward, we tried out a flight simulation game, which was a fun way to wrap up our visit to Space Center Houston. By this point, we were getting tired and hungry, so we decided to wrap up the day with one last Mother's Day feast at Tookie's Seafood. We each enjoyed a drink and indulged in a spread of delicious seafood, such as fried calamari, oysters, crab, and crawfish. Afterward, we took a leisure walk along the Kemah Boardwalk to help digest the feast. We were quite impressed by how big the boardwalk was. It seemed like a perfect spot for locals to chill. And with that, our adventure in Houston came to a close.